Hey guys, Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is New Comic Book Day for the week of February 9th, and we're going to get started right now.
Hi, Paul!
This episode brought to you by Paul and Tim Do a Thing. We do a thing.
Yeah, we do.
Hey guys, it's Tim from Paul and Tim Do a Thing, the comic book store, Capes and Scowls, something else. Team Ashen, that's the one. Paul, we do a lot of stuff.
We do a lot of stuff.
That's true. Let's talk about the trades. We've got Batman Detective Comics. This is The Neighborhood. This is a brand new Volume 1, technically. Starting with issue 1034. So, yeah, you've been enjoying this. You've read a little bit of Detective, right? I know you read more Batman.
No, I haven't read Detective since Convergence.
Well, then I lied. We've got Marvelverse. I've crossed my Batman, I guess. Marvelverse Moon Girl. This looks like a pretty good introduction to the character. Doesn't have any old school Devil Dinosaur. They should at least throw one in there, I think. Really surprise the kids. Rick and Morty, Rick's New Hat. I don't know anything about this, but it looks pretty good. I mean, I know Rick and Morty, I just don't know how it relates to this specific volume. We got Children of the Woods. That looks creepy as hell. It looks terrifying. This looks awesome. I might buy this. We've got Jenny Zero. We reviewed issue 1 of this. This was a weird one. Infamously had issues with its number 1 being printed wrong and getting reprinted and a whole thing. Speaking of Rick and Morty from the creator, you got Trover Saves the Universe. This looks strange, and I don't know, maybe I'll get around to reading this eventually. Sea of Sorrows. This book is awesome. We did issue 1. It was creepy. I am probably going to pick that up as well. We got Batman, Joker War. If you wanted the entirety of Joker War thrown together, here you go. We've got Kang the Conqueror. This was awesome as well. We reviewed a couple issues of this. I really like this, and I did actually already buy this, so I'll be reading that one soon. We've got Hellions, Volume 3. That's nice that a volume go up to 3. Remember that? Not a new number 1 every 10 seconds. We got Daredevil, Epic Collection, Heart of Darkness, not to be confused with the miniseries of the same name. This is some 89, 1990 level Daredevil. It's got a lot of JRJR, and there's some cool storylines from this era. And finally, we've got Zdarsky, we've got Stillwater, and I didn't keep going with this, but I will probably catch up on it soon because Zdarsky's just crushing it, man. His spooky stuff is fun.
First up, we have Secret XMen, issue number 1. This is just kind of a one-off story. Sunspot grabs, basically the leftovers. I feel kind of bad, but this is literally what, the X-Men just didn't want these people. It was just like, you're not an X-Men. We just don't need you anymore. So he was just like, we're going to go do our own thing. And unfortunately, it kind of feels like that. It feels like this is a story nobody really cares about because it's not the X-Men. So, yeah, it's an okay story, but, does anybody really care about Sunspot? I don't know. It's up to you. If you love X-Men, you'll probably find a reason for this. If you're not an X-Men fan, no.
All right, first up for me, we got Juni Baz, Monkey Meat, issue 2. Issue 1 was just so damn weird, I said I could do issue 2. And it has a very different feel than issue 1. I guess you don't need to have read issue 1 to read this. I don't know why, because it's kind of anthology. But it's also not. There is this existing world. You're definitely better for having read issue 1. So you kind of understand this evil corporation's existence and what they're doing. This is about a kid who's just kind of a loner, kind of a nerd kid. And he gets his butt kicked and he doesn't like it, so he wants vengeance. And he comes across the power to do so, and he becomes essentially like a manga character. He's just all these cliches wrapped in one, because it's all he knows. Everything that's tough to him is stuff he saw in like an anime. And he gets in a lot of trouble just because of what he thinks justice is. It's a pretty cool story. I was impressed with it. I don't know what I was expecting. Can you know what to expect with a book like this? They're so strange, but in all the great ways. I enjoyed this book. Definitely, it's just a giant fight. If you like fighting, there you go.
Next up, we have Batman Catwoman issue number 10. Only 2 issues left of this thing. This has been just a really just solid story. We're getting to the end, and this is really kind of her showdown between the Joker in two of the timelines that are going forward, the before, the present, and then she's facing off with Helena in the future, and you get to see Catwoman's growth through these three timelines: how she was, how she is, and then the woman that she turns out to be. And yeah, it is just so well done. This book has been fantastic. It's been a little late from time to time because this series probably should have ended this month. But yeah, the art has been fantastic. The story writing is great. Jumping from those timelines while the dialogue progresses, and yeah, I can't wait to see how this ends. I only got 2 more issues of it, and we'll see.
Next up, we got Moon Knight. Paul, I'm doing Moon Knight.
Oh,
Paul yelled at me for not doing Moon Knight last time. He's like, why aren't you just doing Moon
I
Knight?
didn't yell at you.
He yelled at me and he demoted me.
I did not yell at you or demote. How can I demote you?
You demoted me.
How?
You made me less than I was. So this issue, now I'm turning to you, this episode.
That doesn't even make sense.
Shut up. This issue focuses on Hunter's Moon because Moon Knight is dealing with things that are happening in Devil's Reign. So it kind of loosely ties in, but it's just like what's going on while Mark's indisposed. So it focuses on Hunter's Moon, who is getting all these clues that a classic Moon Knight villain is back, which doesn't make sense because she quite dead. Stained Glass Scarlet. I love that they picked her and they're doing things with her. I got very excited. Some deep pulls here. So yeah, there's this entity, this character, this woman. Nobody knows what's going on because she's meant to be dead. Is it her? Is it something else? And it is definitely murdering people in his area, so he's not having any of it. Pretty cool story. It's nice to see Hunter's Moon get a story because he is the new Fist of Khonshu in a way. And yeah, just a weird, good, like every other issue in this run. It's just been weird, but in the best way. So probably would have been my pick of the week, but I had fun with something else.
And my pick of the week, it is Harley Quinn, the Eat, Bang, Kill Tour, issue number 6. This has just been a really, really fun storyline. I've liked everything from it because it really does feel pulled directly from the series. I love the series. The series is hilarious. So the writing, similar to where I would put like Kyle Stark's doing Rick and Morty. Like Rick and Morty, they just did a phenomenal job of feeling like the series. This does just the same thing for the Harley Quinn series. They even kind of mentioned HBO Max in the storyline, so it's kind of like tongue-in-cheek. But this is a really good issue as it wraps up their storyline. I'm not going to really kind of spoil what's going on, but it really does just put you in line for series season number 3. So if you want more, I mean, probably tune into HBO Max. But this was a really good series and really fun to check out through. So you should definitely grab it.
All right, Paul, it's time for my pick of the week. Do you know what it is?
No idea.
It's funny you mentioned Rick and Morty because it's Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, okay.
I read Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons. It's by our good friend Jim Zub. And this was a really fun adventure. You just have 2 basic D&D characters that are kind of down on their luck. They find the Meeseeks box because reasons. And they realize that they think it's magic, and they realize that a Meeseek must do whatever they say in order for it to die. If you're not familiar with it, that's what the Meeseeks are. Existence is pain, and they're not about it. And they essentially get the Meeseeks in some bad scenarios, and things get wild. If you're a D&D fan, because I'm just casually a D&D person, and I understood a lot of these jokes, and I had a pretty good time reading it. They just need XP. They just got to level up so they can complete their goal. So things get quite hairy. It's interesting. I enjoyed it. It made me laugh, and I just kind of needed that. So good work, everybody. Check this out. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you for making it to the end of the video and hanging with us once again. I hope you found these reviews to be useful. Make sure you check us out on all our other social medias, all our other ventures, all of our other. There's
Mainly
quite a
Paul and
bit.
Tim do a thing.
Mainly Paul and Tim do a thing.
We're almost 78 subs away.
We're doing pretty good on there, and I'd like to see us get there. And that would be nice. Let us know in the comments below anything you'd like us to review next week. That's a wild idea, huh, Paul?
Yeah.
Let me know what you want us to read next week, and we probably won't read it. But hey, I'd like to know what you actually want us to read. I'll be like, I ain't reading that. Paul, you reading that? I ain't reading that. But yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe, all that nonsense. Bye.